Hello everyone, it's your pal Mike again, here with another fun summertime art activity. Well, really this could be any time of the year, but I like this for summer because it's brightly colored and it involves flowers, which of course you see a lot more of in the summertime. So this is a mixed media art project. We're going to use some oil pastels and some watercolor paints and some white paper. This is called watercolor resist. Okay, when things resist, they don't mix. And you'll see what I mean. Water and oil don't mix. So we're going to have watercolor paints and oily pastels. We can paint over the oily pastel drawings and it won't mix with the watercolors. You'll see what I mean. So what I'm going to do is, you see here I have flowers drawn on here. I'm going to get a piece of white paper, I'm going to draw some more flowers. I am going to use different colors. All right. A lot of times when I draw flowers, I start with a circle. And then you can do fun things with the circle, like put more circles inside of it. And then we're going to draw some flower petals. I have to peel a little bit of paper off these oil pastel. That happens. And I'm going to put some bumpy flower petals. Ooh, my oil pastel broke, but that's okay. That happens. Bumpy flower petals. And a little guy over here. Put some long, bumpy petals. All right, so we have a drawing. Notice I didn't color any of these in with the oil pastels. This is all line work. We're going to add most of our color with the watercolor paints. All right? Sometimes it's fun to mix the colors, but I try to keep them separate so my yellow's nice and yellow and my orange is nice and orange and my red is nice and red. Sometimes if you get like some purple in your yellow, it'll turn it sort of brown and you'll have a hard time getting yellow again. So for now, I'm just going to try to keep them nice and neat. Put a little water on your brush. It's good to have some paper towel handy. And I notice I have paper underneath here, so I'm not getting watercolor paint all over good furniture. I'm pretty sure these are washable, though. And once you have some water on your brush, you can just gently massage the water into the cake of paint. Right? Put a little bit more in there. You don't have to dig in there really hard. It can mess up your paints. So watch. You will see that when I paint over these lines, it's not going to cover up. I'm going to start with this flower. And this paint won't cover up the red and the orange because this is water and that's oily and they will resist each other. It'll cover up just a tiny bit, but then it'll go away. Put a little blue in there. Blue and purple are color cousins. They're related. Another thing you want to remember when you're painting with watercolors is keep your painting nice and flat. You're tempted to, you do something and you're excited and you want to show somebody and you're tempted to lift it up, but it can make the paint drip down in places you didn't want it to go. So keep it nice and flat until you're done and give it, half an hour to dry or so. Then you can lift it up. So I'm switching to red, and look at that, how that red goes right over that blue, and you can still see the blue line pop out. There, my flowers are painted in. I'm going to go with a little bit of background now. I'm going to go with some green to sort of simulate the green of grass, or the green of the stems and leaves of the flowers. All right. See that background? A lot of people don't want to paint the background because it seems like it's a big thing to paint and it's a little intimidating and you think it's going to take you all day, but if you just stay slow and steady and keep at it, in no time, you'll have the whole thing painted in. Now, I'm not gonna lift this up. If you do have to move it, maybe hold it so it's kind of flat, and then you can move it that way into a place where it can dry, because you see the puddles there, you don't want those to drip. But there you go, make some flowers, have fun. And remember, the oil in the oil pastel will resist the water in the watercolor, and that's called watercolor resist. All right, until next time, my friends, see you later.